Hello, welcome to the Reading Zone. My name is Ross Collins and I'm here today to tell you a little bit about my brand new book, We Disagree About This Tree, starring Bear and Mouse. Now, I've done a couple of books with these guys already. The first one was There's a Bear in My Chair, which you might know from a few years ago, and it features a nasty polar bear. He's not actually that nasty, he's actually alright, but he's nasty to this mouse. The mouse gets really fed up because the bear will not get off of his chair, and the mouse does everything he can to try to get him off, but I won't tell you how it ends, but he manages in the end. And then I did a sequel called There's a Mouse in My House, which, as you can imagine, is about the mouse in the polar bear's house. And this time things are flipped around, and this time it's the bear who goes nuts trying to get rid of this mouse. But by the end of book 2, they're actually friends. So when I was thinking, what else could I do with Bear and Mouse? I was thinking, do you know what? I've never done a Christmas book before. I'd really like to do a Christmas book. And I thought, well, what sort of Christmas would Bear and Mouse have? Now, the fun of Bear and Mouse is that they're always arguing. And I thought, well, Christmas, you know, it's meant to be lovely, but it's not always lovely, not all the time. And sometimes in my house, when we go to put the Christmas tree up, this should be really magical, shouldn't it? But it always ends up with everybody feeling a wee bit grumpy because there's pine needles everywhere, the tree's very heavy, the fairy lights don't work, and everybody disagrees about how to decorate it. And I thought that's exactly what would happen to Bear and Mouse, except they would take their decorating to a whole different level. So we disagree about this tree. I will read a little bit of it to you just to start. So at the start of the book, Bear comes home with a Christmas tree and Mouse is delighted, and he says, "Oh, how wonderful, you got a tree." And then he kind of pushes Bear off to the side and he says, "Now just relax and you will see how Christmassy a tree can be with decoration left to me." Mouse is going to do it. Do you like baubles on your Christmas tree? I do. You want to see Mouse's baubles? Maybe a wee bit too big. And Bear says, "Well, this is nice to some degree. Your baubles seem too large to me. Now step aside and you will see just how to do this properly." Now it's Bear's turn. I love twinkly lights on a Christmas tree. Really magical little twinkly lights. Maybe not blinding though. Oh, that's a bit too much, isn't it? He's got sunglasses on. Mouse says, "Your tree is much too glittery. It is so bright I cannot see, so let's save electricity and leave the decor up to me." Yeah. I'll show you one more spread. I'll show you my favourite spread in the book. The fun of these books is, so they're all one rhyme all the way through. The first one was chair, and the second one was go. I had go rhymes all the way through the book, as in this mouse must go. And in this one I picked tree. And the fun is that there's some rhymes that you come across that you just think, ah, that's interesting. What could I do with this? And this one inspired me. I was thinking about fairies at the top of the tree and how delightful a lovely little fairy could be at the top of the tree. And I thought, how could you make a fairy not very delightful at all? If you made it a manatee. A manatee fairy? And Bear says here, "I like a fairy normally, but not when he's a manatee. This doesn't fill me full of glee. We disagree about this tree." I really love drawing this manatee. The manatee just looks like he doesn't have a clue why he's there in the first place. That's my favourite spread. So there you go. There's We Disagree About This Tree. So if you want to find out more about the book and read the end, then why don't you get down to your local library, get yourself a copy, or better still, buy the book for somebody that you love this Christmas. Okay, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you have a brilliant Christmas. I'll see you all again soon. Bye-bye.